Hey everybody, it's James again with Cold School. So I just wanted to, sorry for the close-up there. I just wanted to show you, I made a video about head pressure with these pumps if you're doing closed loop and explaining some things about that. And so I wanted to show you one in action. And I built this one yesterday. And I wanted to show you some of the let's kind of put two things together, show you some of the power supplies that I use, and then we'll get with a little demonstration on this one. So this is a 110 to 12 volt converter, and they have barrel plugs on the end like this right here. So there's a female and a male barrel plug. I think it's 2.1 millimeter, and this is a splitter, so you can run more than one things off of it. So I'm running the fan off of one, and I'm running the water pump off of one, and they look like that. You can get them with two also, but I think I bought some with two, what they call a Y splitter, and this has four, and then you can get an inline switch to turn off and on. The reason I did that was so the water pump doesn't come on. If I had them wired together, then the water pump would come on. And if I'm not ready for that to run or working on it, then I want them separated. So that's one of the ways. Here's another one. This is also a converter, which goes from 12 volt to, 110 down to 12 volt, but this has a cigarette plug style lighter. So if you go with the that for your unit, you can plug that in there. So that's pretty much that. And I was going to, and it was a little windy out here a little while ago, so I don't know if that's still affecting the video volume, so I apologize if it is. But I wanted to show you this in action with the head pressure. Let me untie this real quick so it'll reach a little better. Alrighty, and we'll move this back here. So, put that in there, wrap this around. So, the way it is, of course, you know, I say that, of course, maybe you don't. That's the radiator I'm using. It's actually a heater core off of an automobile, and I've modified it with the connections on the back. This is my testing unit, because this fan with that radiator is a perfect match. And the tubes that come with it, I cut those off and just close it up, and I use this as a fill point. And it's not open, there's actually a plug, but I use that to expand the rubber so it would seal. And obviously this is the switch, and that's for the water pump. So I have to make an adjustment, and the reason I did the other video was to show you in action what you might run into while you're designing and scaling up or scaling down. So this video, or this ice chest air conditioner, I put ice in it yesterday. I've been working on it and testing it last night. So the water pump I'm using is this one here. As you can see, there's quite a bit of tubing. There's a radiator submerged in the bottom in the horizontal or flat position. And then if you think about this radiator is upright, that tubing's got a pretty good distance to travel. Some of it's horizontal, but most of it's vertical, and so it's pulling and pushing. And I put this on here, this might help y'all too, as a bleeder. I put a little valve on there, and I can pour water in here or in the top and let air bubbles out, because you want to get water to the pump. So the direction on this is coming from this side, from our right to our left. And you could probably put that on this side, but I put it here to let the air out quickly so the water would go into the pump and not burn the pump up. So the reason I'm changing that pump on this particular system using the long tubing, and like I said, this is more overkill than anything. I'm going to use this one here. It will cool the radiator for the air fan or the air box, if it's traveling faster, it will cool faster, and it'll depending on the ambient air going in if you're outdoors. And this is an outdoor sample or test here. So I'm going to turn it on. I'm just going to turn on the water pump so you can see it and hear it. I don't need the fan on right now, so I'm going to turn it on. You hear it kind of grinding or grumbling. And then when let's see, let's go ahead and open this up real quick. So it's trying to charge.